Missouri. Now, this issue, make no mistake about it, I hear a lot of people trying to kill this and think they're going to kill in committee because this is about a FOCA law. This is about the 10th Amendment. Make no mistake about that. Article 1, Section 8, and many other places in the Constitution enumerates the powers by the federal government. And there's nowhere in the Constitution that says anything about abortion and many of the other federal programs that come down. And some people have questions about specific federal programs. You know, has anybody been annoyed because they got their toothpaste stolen at a TSA checkpoint? Is that a federal authorized program in the Constitution? No. Is No Child Left Behind authorized in the Constitution? No. Medicare, Medicaid, taxes. I don't know what the state was like as far as the drinking age. There are many states around the country that had a drinking age of 18. They lost highway funds when the federal government passed the law. It said the drinking age had to be 21. Now, whether you agree or disagree with that, the point is the 10th Amendment clearly states that we are sovereign. I am superior to the state, and the state of Missouri is superior to the federal hierarchy. And it's time that we stood up and stood for ourselves and cast off Washington, D.C. is overrun and overburden our lives. And I want to take this opportunity to speak on behalf of the 10th Amendment and support Rep. Davis for having the courage to stand up and cast off. Thank you.
Are there other questions for this witness? Representative Neal.
Thank you for your testimony. In listening to what you're saying, how many laws that are passed by Congress do you feel should stand, given your position on the 10th Amendment? I mean, it appears to me that a good number of the laws that currently have been passed by Congress you would like to see struck down. Is that correct?
That is correct. If you open the Constitution, where in the Constitution are many of the justifications? I challenge anybody in this room to give me a justification for probably 90% of the federal laws. There isn't any.
So about 90% of the federal laws you would... well, I mean, that's a rough number of stuff. Okay, thank you very much.
It's probably more like 95%.
Mr. Summers, are you, let me just make sure I'm understanding your testimony clearly. Are you saying that those are all bad laws, or are you saying that the federal government has no right to make those laws?
I'm saying they have no right. There may be a good social motivation or a good philosophical reason for it, but
I think that just needs to be clear and understood, is that you're not necessarily saying none of these laws are any good. You're saying the federal government has no constitutional authority to make them.
That is correct. It's a state issue or a personal issue.
Are there other questions for this witness? Seeing none, thank you very much for your testimony. Other witnesses in favor of H.R. 212?